Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our news conference about the Anderson Dam Seismic Retrofit Project. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Rita Chan. I'm Acting Assistant CEO for Valley Water. A few of us has just come out of a tour, and I don't know about you, but I was impressed. So first, I want to thank Valley Water Director John Varela for being here today. Thank you so much for your leadership in moving this project forward for the people of Santa Clara County. I also like to acknowledge the following elected officials and their staff. First, Santa Clara County Supervisor Cindy Chavez. Santa Clara County Supervisor Sylvia Arenas. Morgan Hill Mayor Mark Turner. Jean Cohen, Executive Officer for the South Bay Labor Council. Along with staff members representing U.S. Senator LaFonza Butler, Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren, State Senator Dave Cortese, Assemblymember Ash Kaura, and Assemblymember Gail Pellerin. We are here to share the latest progress with you about our work at Anderson Dam, specifically the progress of the new outlet tunnel. In February 2024, Valley Water reached a milestone by completing 80% of the 1,736-foot long tunnel. When complete, the tunnel will provide greater control over reservoir water levels. Work on the remaining 350 feet of the tunnel is anticipated to begin in late May. Special equipment will be used to push through the rock and into the reservoir. You may have noticed this large building here. We have made great progress on the diversions outlet structure, which will help control the energy of the water going into Coyote Creek. Our work to retrofit Anderson Dam is a significant undertaking. To successfully deliver these projects, our agency must work closely with state and federal regulators, the community, and our contractors. Now, it's my pleasure to introduce Valley Water Director John Varela, who represents Morgan Hill, where this project is located. John?
Thank you, Rita, for that introduction. Hey, welcome to my home. This is District 1, this is what I represent, and I live in Morgan Hill. So it's impressive to see the work that our teams have accomplished so far here at Anderson Dam. This project is Valley Water's top priority. Once completed, it would help ensure public safety, protect our regional water supply, and provide environmental benefits for future generations. We couldn't have gotten this far to this point without all of your support and help. I would like to express my gratitude to some of the key partners for helping us reach this point. I want to thank Congressman Zoe Lofgren for her efforts as the most consistent driving force to move this project forward over the past several years. I would also like to thank Congressman Jimmy Panetta, my buddy, who has been a strong supporter of the Anderson Dam project, working in lockstep with Congressman Lofgren to ensure the project moves forward as quickly as possible. I'd like to also thank Governor Newsom, who I was with yesterday, by the way, for helping us prioritize Anderson for the state permitting agencies. State Assembly Speaker Robert Rivas, another friend of mine, deserves our thanks, as well as authoring 2 bills to expedite the project and ensure we have the most capable construction contractors that provide the best value for the critical public safety project. And of course, I'd like to express my gratitude to our partners at Santa Clara County. As you know, County Parks operates the reservoir and park for recreation. And to our many partners who are here today, I want to say thank you all for being here. Rita.
Thank you, Director Varela. Now, I'd like to introduce Santa Clara County Supervisor Sylvia Arenas, who represents this region on the Board of Supervisors.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sylvia Arenas. I'm the newest member of the Board of Supervisors. I represent this area as well as Morgan Hill, of course, Morgan Hill, Gilroy, San Martin, south side of San Jose, and Evergreen. I'm just absolutely excited to be here and honored to witness the near completion of the Anderson Dam tunnel project. And many of you might have not gone into the tour, but I encourage you to actually take it. It is an absolutely amazing venture to step into, to appreciate the type of workmanship that our workers here, engineers, planners, have all completed. It is just absolutely amazing. We stepped into this dam, into this tunnel, and I've got to tell you, just absolutely amazed. It is. I haven't been inside of many tunnels, but it was the best looking tunnel I've ever been into. And let me tell you, my boots did not get wet, nor muddy, and so I'm absolutely really amazed. But what I'm most amazed at is really the seismic stability and that evaluation that has been made, so that we can have our concerns around safety really settled. Because those were some of those concerns in the surrounding neighborhoods and downstream from us that a lot of families living close by had to deal with. Really, this project is set up with a simple goal, and it's to protect our community from unforeseeable crisis before disaster happens. And as a former council member of the city of San Jose, I can appreciate some of that devastation, and I as well can appreciate all of the work that's being done here. Like I said, I saw firsthand this massive undertaking that is taken to get this project started, going, and I will stay here in order to make sure that it gets finished, and I'll do that by ensuring that we continue to create partnerships and, of course, support with our board members for Valley Water, including, of course, board member Varela. And so I'd like to take this moment to actually thank Valley Water for all the dedication that they've put, all the focus that they've put, and really all the work from all of the workers who contribute, and of course my supervisor colleague Cindy Chavez for her endless efforts prior to me being on the board, while I'm on the board, in supporting what we're doing here in order to protect endless lives and really wildlife, because I know that there's a lot of wildlife that lives in our creeks, and we need to make sure that we protect them against unforeseeable earthquakes and disasters, as well as our families. And I won't forget our head of our South Bay labor, of course, Gene Cohen, who leads our labor force, but more importantly, really protects and supports projects like these. And so it's really important for all of us to work together. Once again, I'm just really honored to play a part in this rich history of Anderson Dam, and look forward to following the progress of this project, and really seeing how all of this really ends in having more security in terms of when things go awry, that we know that this Anderson Dam is where it needs to be. And if you see to my right, this is where we'll see a pipeline that will ensure that the water that comes out of Anderson Dam while it's being constructed is at a flow that not only respects the river, but respects everybody downflow from it. And so I'm absolutely proud to be here and to do this. And I'm just going to do just a little clip in Spanish. Mi nombre es Silvia Arenas, soy supervisora del distrito para el condado, y estoy aquí apoyando este proyecto que es la presa de Anderson. Y la presa necesita construcción, necesitamos prevenir que haya inundaciones cuando hay desastres que son de la naturaleza. Y parte de lo que estamos haciendo hoy es apoyando no nomás este proyecto, pero estamos protegiendo las vidas, las casas y también los animalitos que viven en nuestras aguas que están alrededor de nosotros. Con que tengo mucho apoyo para este proyecto, les quiero agradecer una vez más a Valley Water y también a los trabajadores a todos niveles que han contribuido a lo que estamos haciendo en esta etapa de la presa. Muchas gracias.
Thank you for your remarks, Supervisor Arenas. We are also grateful to have Santa Clara County Supervisor Cindy Chavez here with us today. Cindy and I were on a tour together, and we were chit-chatting a little bit, and we talked about the complexity of this project and how many agencies have to be involved to make this work. Cindy has been a long-time champion of this project and its connection to those living in her district along Coyote Creek. Welcome, Cindy.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I know that all of you know how big this project is, but I just want to put this in perspective. Anderson Dam is so large that every one of the other 9 reservoirs could fit in Anderson Dam. What that means is that the work of the folks who are working on this, from engineering to construction, are dedicated and important to making sure that we have a safe, healthy project. Projects like these, the community notices more when they don't work than when they do. And as an example, Supervisor at Ennis and John Varela, who represent this area, know that if there was a failure in this dam, the impact would be immediate to the people who live here. Flood, and it would be incredibly dangerous to human life. I live and represent the part of the district that's down into downtown San Jose. And if this project had been in place in 2017, we would not have seen the flooding we did there. This project is so important and so big that it reaches all the way into Alviso. So as we think about this program and this milestone, and every milestone we need to celebrate, what we're really celebrating here is a milestone that gets us closer to a completed project, but also creates a high level of safety in the interim, making sure that communities that are living along this creek aren't negatively impacted as the construction is going forward. I just wanted to say a couple things about how complicated it is, and then just to talk about both the leadership of the board and of Sylvia for a moment. Congresswoman Zoe Lofgren really got everybody around the table to say we can't wait another day. She saw what would happen to the community if Anderson Dam wasn't completed, and she leaned all the way in. She pulled elected officials from all over the county together over and over and over again to make sure all of us were watching this. I'm very, very confident in Supervisor at Ennis' eye toward both protecting the region that she represents, but recognizing that this is a countywide thing, and I'm excited that she's going to get to work with all the great people behind me to work on that. This is many years away from being completed, but I do want to just highlight and say a very sincere thank you to everybody who got us this far. These are very complex projects. They're delicate. They're important to our community and require the highest level of professionalism. And I'm so grateful to see it. I know Jean will be making sure that workers here have great jobs and also that they're safe on the job. So congratulations to Valley Water. I look forward to the next phases. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Supervisor Chavez. The City of Morgan Hill has also been a steadfast and longtime partner on this project. Here is Mayor Mark Turner.
Thank you, Rita. Let me first start by saying I want to welcome all of you to Morgan Hill. We're honored to have you here. I just want you to know that I think you happen to be in one of the finest cities in Santa Clara County. And the fact that this Anderson Dam rests in Morgan Hill just shows the impact and importance and significance Morgan Hill has on the entire region. I'd like to thank Valley Water board members and the Valley Water staff for their part in making this event happen today. Valley Water and the City of Morgan Hill have a good working relationship, a collaborative partnership, if you will, that enables us to achieve milestones and successes that deserve to be recognized and celebrated. A project of this magnitude, of course, takes so many other government agencies and organizations, elected officials and advocates to make this happen, and they too deserve recognition and thanks. I would, however, like to especially thank Director Varela, who has been a real champion for our community. He's a former mayor and a current resident of our city. He takes the time to meet with me regularly and give me updates that I can use to inform our residents of what's happening with Anderson Dam and other critical water projects that we have going on. He takes the time to listen to some of the crazy ideas I have about how we can enhance some of our walking trails. Some of our collective efforts include the City of Morgan Hill and Valley Water working together to get recycled water to South County and especially to Morgan Hill. Valley Water is making great strides in moving the Upper Yagas Creek Flood Protection Project forward, and thanks to that effort, we hope to eliminate most of the flooding that occurs in our city within the next 3 years. Another example of our partnership is the city continues to add new trails on Valley Water property, and the new trail to Severa Lake is a community gem. The city is working with Valley Water staff to pave the Madrone Channel Trail from Main Avenue to Tennant, providing another great resource for our community. And John, I just want to say I have some great ideas on how to enhance those trails. The Anderson Dam project, the South County Regional Wastewater Authority plant, and other critical water projects that we have going on are an example of what can be done when cities and agencies come together to solve problems. The opportunity to address the growing concern of water supply and sustainability lies before us, and I believe we can and we will come together to find solutions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayor Turner. Now, we know the progress on this project would not have been possible without the dedicated labor of hundreds of skilled workers. With that, I'd like to introduce Jean Cohen, Executive Officer of the South Bay Labor Council. Thanks, Jean.
Thank you so much. I'm Jean Cohen. I represent over 100,000 workers in Santa Clara and San Benito County, many of whom have put in so much work to get this project to where we are today. What we know about Anderson is that it's a catalyst for the economy and for the local construction industry. Right now, Anderson Dam is built to withstand not the largest earthquakes or the largest areas of safety and concern, which is why we're all here today to make sure that we collectively ensure that our leaders, Santa Clara County Supervisors Chavez and Arenas, District Valley Water, Varela, all of these folks have come together to make sure that we know that Anderson Dam will create thousands and thousands of jobs. These jobs are also pathways for apprenticeship programs, for women, for veterans, and for youth. We know that building a new tunnel outlet in this dam is going to be the greatest construction project for local laborers, carpenters, heavy equipment operators, our electricians, our plumbers. Also want to acknowledge IFPTE 21 and AFSCME, our engineers and our architects who are doing this work. This project will create $2.3 billion in indirect economic activity in the Northern California area. It will also bring safety and certainty to our water supply, and this is why we need to work together. We need local, regional, state, and federal agencies to come together in Sacramento and Washington, D.C. to continuously advocate for the funding and construction of this project. Our leaders must ensure that the environmental permitting happens responsibly, but at a pace that ensures construction so that residents of Santa Clara County are safe. We know that businesses, labor, our local workforce cannot face any more delays, and you have the full support of the labor movement to ensure success as we move forward. On behalf of all of the construction workers who are making sure that this project is built on time and on budget, thank you to Valley Water for all of your support to ensure the safety of our residents.
Thank you, Jean, and thank you so much to our speakers, elected officials, and other guests for attending the news conference. Now, I understand that there will be a tour for the media, and I encourage all of you to join us. Just come in with our team, and you would be fascinated by our work, too. We at Valley Water is very proud of our work and the continuous progress we're making on this project, and we appreciate your continuing support of us. With that, have a good day.